What's up, Titan fans? How we doing? For today's episode from the What's Nation, also known as the What's Up Tennessee Sports Nation, we're going to be doing our first NFL mock draft for the Tennessee Titans. And for this, we're going to be using the ESPN analytics, right? Going through there using their mock draft to see how the Tennessee Titans and how we would improve this team. So, obviously, for that first pick, what we're going to do, we're going to, of course, select Cam Ward, right? We're going to try to make this as realistic as possible. I'm not going to do any trades or anything like that. I'm just going to stick and pick, right? All through all 7 rounds. There's a few draft positions that we definitely need to look at. Coming into this draft, quarterback number 1. That's why we're going to get it in the first round. I mean, that's what everyone's saying we're going to do. Cam Ward, number 1 pick, no matter what. We also have to improve, obviously, the wide receivers. We need an edge rusher. We also need some depth at the O-line because, right now we made some transactions during the offseason, right? We ended up getting Dan Moore. Hopefully that fills that role. We ended up getting another guard. If anyone gets hurt, we go right back to having people like Jalen Duncan and stuff like that. So we definitely don't want that. We definitely want to get some depth at the O-line. Then on defense, we do need to possibly get another defensive back to help out. I mean, we got a Awuzie on one side. Then you're talking Roger McCreary or someone like that on the other side. So it could be a little tough for us, in the secondary. But, I mean, overall, we'll see how it goes. Let's just go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and start this draft right here on the simulator. So your pick right here. So we're going to go Cam Ward. You see him right here. We're going to go ahead, draft him, number 1 pick in the draft, and see where we're going to land in the second round of the draft. So it's drafting. It's taking a minute to get going. But, obviously most of these people are going to be off the board after this, right? Abdul Carter is going to go. Obviously, Travis Hunter. Yep, see Abdul Carter, number 2 to the Browns. Travis Hunter, Giants, because it's simulating right now. We saw Ashton Jeanty get off the board. Look, there's Shedeur Sanders to the Steelers, of course. So here we go at pick number 35. Now, this is a big one, right? Pick number 2. What do we need? Now, right, number 1 right here, they have Henderson, right? They're going to sort it by best available on the board. They have Henderson right here. We don't need a running back. Now, they do have a wide receiver. We do need wide receiver. They got Higgins. They have an offensive tackle, Connor Lee. But look, I don't want an offensive lineman in the first 2 rounds of the draft, right? We've drafted O-linemen. It seems at the beginning of the NFL draft, year after year for the past few years. I mean, if you look back, we're talking Isaiah Wilson, Peter Skoronski, J.C. Latham. We were always getting these offensive linemen. I'm kind of over getting offensive linemen at the front end of the draft. I know the later end of the draft hasn't really worked out that well. I mean, you ended up getting Duncan. Didn't really work out, but he was a 7th round pick, right? So if you get him, he doesn't work out. Hey, it is what it is. You just get rid of him, move on. But, I mean, he was still a disastrous pick. So let's go ahead and sort this by some positions over here. See what all we got. So the main positions I'm worried about, right? Edge. Let's see who we got on here. If you think anyone is worth taking in the 2nd round. Let's see what else we got. Let's go to wide receiver. These are like the main positions, right? Wide receiver and edge is what we really got to hit up right here. Now, I've been seeing a lot of things with Trey Harris. People like Trey Harris from Ole Miss going to the Tennessee Titans. Isaiah Bond. I love that. They're doing a workout with him this week. Really fast. Good guy out of Texas. And I really like Isaiah Bond. But they have him ranked at number 74. So it's like, would it be kind of a reach right now if we go for Isaiah Bond? Even though I would love if we got Isaiah Bond, right? I mean, he's big, tall, fast. I mean, he can make plays out there. Let's see who else do we got over. Let's see what they got over at DB right here. Trey Amos. Okay, so I would have to go. I want to go wide receiver, right? I want to go wide receiver. get Cam Ward some help right off the bat because it's a position of need, right? We definitely need a wide receiver. I mean, we got Calvin Ridley on one side, but after that, Traylon Burks, who's currently injured and is going to be injured all throughout the offseason, right? Missing preseason. He may come back to start the season, but who knows? And if he comes back, how long is Traylon Burks out for? No one, really knows, but you can always predict, right? This man has a history, an injury history of always getting injured. So you cannot depend on Traylon Burks on the other side. So I mean, you take him out of it. Who is there? You're talking Bryce Oliver. I mean, we got rid of NWI, so you're talking Bryce Oliver. For our slot. I mean, I think we're now rolling with Van Jefferson. I think he's supposed to be the NWI replacement, in that position unless he ends up being our second receiver. I mean, it's tough out here in the wide receiver room, so we definitely got to get it. I mean, I know I really want Isaiah Bond. 74, but we don't have a third round pick, right? No third round pick. So if it rolls around to the fourth, he will not be here. Trey Harris up there at 45. Let me look at some of their stuff real quick. Let me look at some stats, right? Trey Harris. Let's look at what they say about him. Because I just want to make that educated guess, right? See what they have about him, right? His prospect grade, a 6.3. He's 6'2", 205 pounds. Look at this, 4.54 in the 40. Now let me get up Isaiah Bond, right? Let me pull up his thing to see. I want to compare these two, see where we are. See why there's so much of a difference. So if you look at their prospect grade, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. A 6.3. Isaiah Bond, 5'11". He's a little shorter, 180. Look, a 4.39 for speed. Whereas Harris is a 4.54. So Bond's a little faster. He's a little faster, but Harris, I mean, if you're looking for an outside receiver, right, to be that second receiver across from Calvin Ridley, I mean, typically you want a tall guy, right? Slots typically is a little shorter. We don't need a slot guy, even though I really like Isaiah Bond. He's only 5'11". Not big as for an NFL receiver. So I might just have to stick with Harris. I'm going to stick with Harris on this one. Go Trey Harris. Everybody likes Trey Harris. We'll roll with it right now, even though I really like Isaiah Bond. And I feel like, I mean, is it really a reach for him? Who knows? But now let's see where we're going to be. So far, though, I'm liking how we're looking, right? First round, ended up getting Cam Ward. That's it. You can bet on it. It's going to happen. We're getting Cam Ward. Second round, Trey Harris. I'm not going to regret it, right? It's a good pick for the Tennessee Titans. He has, the ability. Oh, look, James Pierce went off the board right before we got to him. That would be something if James Pierce ended up falling to us in the second round. If James Pierce was around, he got picked in this simulation 2 picks before our second round pick. So if we ended up getting to that and James Pierce is available, edge rusher out of the University of Tennessee, we would definitely have to snag him up. That would be a steal, chat. It definitely would be. So let's see. Let me go ahead and close these out right now as it's getting down to us. Oh, we're finally back available. So yes, we got quarterback. We got wide receiver. Next big position of need is the edge rusher. Let's see who's available. Oh man, Jack Sawyer's gone. That's tough. So we are currently sitting at pick 106, right? 106 overall. They have this guy. I mean, we're at 103, and this guy from Georgia, Dawkins, he's at rank 106. So this is a, right around where would be if we went edge. It is the rank right around. It's not a reach, we're not getting a steal on them. It's right there. Let's see. Let's just go to overall position and see. Ooh, Cam Scatabo. Now, if we needed a running back, man, I would definitely get him. Maybe if he's available in the next round. But that's still pretty good, right? Fourth round pick for Cam Scatabo, and he's ranked 62. Could we just go ahead and just get a running back? I mean, I know. Listen, I know we got Tajay Spears, right? But he's been injured. I know we got Tony Pollard, right? But I mean, Cam Scatabo back there, that could be something for us. Oh, Gunnar Helm, tight end. We definitely need a tight end. Chig, what's going on with Chig, right? He's up and down week after week. But then after Chig, we just have blocking wide receivers. They're all pass blockers, right? They're a dime a dozen. We can fill them in each and every year with a different rotating pass blocking tight end who typically isn't even that great at pass blocking. They're just a non-receiving tight end. So a tight end would be nice to give, once again, Cam Ward weapons. We got to get him weapons and protection. Uh, Man, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and get tight end Gunnar Helm. That would be a steal because I was all for a couple years ago, or last year getting in Brock Bowers. I was hoping we would get Brock Bowers. I know it was kind of a reach, right? Getting a tight end first round, people didn't like it, but you saw how he went off last year. And if we had that tight end capability, that would be amazing. Now let's see. So now we're back over here. We are still in the fourth round pick 120. So this is our second fourth round pick. I mean, you see Will Howard, still no one took a shot on him over there. Still got some, let's see, who else? Let me go through some of these. Okay. Oh, another tight end. Good tight end, or I mean, a wide receiver. Could we go ahead and get Cam Newton one more weapon, something he's familiar with? I mean, it's right around where we are. He's projected right here at 127. 127. Uh, that's one of Cam Ward's buddies. He's been throwing to him a long time. It's a shame you can't actually like double click and look it up. Unfortunately, like you can't double click and it doesn't show more information about the receiver. You gotta go Google it and everything like that. But let me see how fast he was and everything like that. 5'10" could be a slide guy. Ooh, a 5.86, a little lower, but hey, this is getting them in the later rounds, right? Because we definitely need wide receiver help. He didn't run the 40, so we don't get to see his 40 yards. I wish these skill position players would run that 40-yard dash. It's so essential to see how fast they are. I know sometimes you can't measure speed when they're out there with shorts, in like a short sleeve shirt because they're not, running pads and stuff like helmet, full outfit, full uniform out there like they would be on the field. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I know I'm kind of sacrificing. I'm sacrificing the edge rush right now, but I mean, right now we've got to focus offense, right? We got to give Cam Ward the most opportunity to succeed. Now we'll see who's available for edge for the next round, and hopefully we can get someone who can come in and at least make an impact on this team because. I mean, so far off, we've been drafting all offense, right? Offense this whole time. Like Dawkins is still there. Look, that's crazy. Rank 106. We're now at 141. This is going to be a steal right here. Let's go ahead and look up his draft prospect stuff. Right here. Let's go ahead and look it up. See what they got for him. I just like to look at this real quick. Oh, a 6.18 for prospect grade. 6'5". That's crazy. 6'5", 276. Oh yeah, this would be a steal right here. And look, I was thinking about getting him earlier, and the fact that we're all the way, a couple picks later, and he's still available. That's insane. 40-yard dash, 4.86. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, we're definitely going right here. Dawkins, we gotta get him. We need that edge rush. He's available. He's a 106 prospect, and we're all the way at 141. So we definitely got a bargain right there on Dawkins for edge rush. I'll definitely take that any day of the week, chat. Definitely. So we're in round 5. So we don't got very many picks left, but we handled most of our positions, right? We went heavy on offense. We got the wide receivers we needed. We ended up getting 2 wide receivers so far. We got a quarterback. We got a tight end. And we just got the edge rusher. So now we're trying to get something over to help our DBs out, see what they got. And look, we actually got a couple guys over here that's well above where we are. We're at pick 160, 167 right now. So if we go ahead and look at the DBs available, Stout. Look, he was ranked at 109, so yeah, he definitely fell a little bit. Kobe Bryant, he's another Kobe, right? Alexander McWilliams. We got all these guys over here. Let's see. Okay, that's it. And some of these guys aren't even ranked. Upton Stout. Let's go ahead and look at his thing. Upton Stout. See what they got for him for his prospect grade, everything like that. Let's see. 5'8", 5'8". Ooh, he's kind of short. 5'8". He's gonna be another Roger McCreary. I don't know about that. Very short guy. 40-yard dash, 4.44. That's very good, but I'm not sure. Let's look at Kobe Bryant over here. Not to get mistaken with the legendary basketball player. Let's see, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, he definitely needs someone a little taller than 5'8". That's kind of a turn off right there from him. But Kobe Bryant right here, I like this. 6 foot. Okay, 6'10" on the prospect grade. 40-yard dash, 4.53. A little slow. A little slower. Not gonna say slow. 4.53 still fast. It's just not as fast as Upton Stout. Okay, let me get one more in here. Zy Alexander. Let's see what he has real quick. Zy Alexander. So as his is populating, 6'1". Wow, he's a bigger guy. 6'1", 5 prospect grade. What's that, 40? Ooh, 4.56. He's almost just as fast, and he's taller, right? He's taller than Kobe over here at 6 foot. Let's see, do we have... Let me scroll down and see what all they say. It's a little, it's weird they don't have like their stats on here. Where are their stats? I want to see how he did without having to re-Google him. Let me just re-put this in here, see how he did in college. Kobe Bryant, ESPN right here. So overall, look, 3 seasons he's played. And, you know, he ended up getting 10 interceptions. Not too bad. He ended up getting a touchdown. Like a decent amount of pass blocks. What about Upton Stout? I'm actually going to just go to this. Let's load that up. And the same thing with Zy Alexander. Let's see who we want to get between these 3 cornerbacks for us. Ooh, Zy Alexander has a ton of experience. He's played like 5 seasons, you know, in college. That's crazy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total interceptions. Pass blocks. He had 1 year with 7. That's crazy. But his last year, yeah, he only had like 2 interceptions. Kobe Bryant. Oh, I kind of liking the way Kobe Bryant's stats are looking right there. Oh, and this guy, Upton Stout, I mean, he's short and he doesn't really get interceptions. Last year he only got 1. The year before 1. The year before that 4. Yeah, I think I want Kobe Bryant in this situation right here. And, you know, he's ranked 137, so it's still a steal for us at 167. I just don't want little bitty short-armed, short little guy like Upton Stout. I know we got Roger McCreary, who's kind of similar stature, right? He's a little shorter, got short arms, but you see him get beat over top and on some of those jump balls that, you know, that get thrown. So I just don't want that situation over again. So let's see if we can see what offensive linemen are available. I mean, I don't know too much about offensive linemen. We have a center right here, Fairchild. He's a center / guard. Drew Kendall. Man, it's like you just don't know unless you pay a lot of attention to these guys. But, you know, you can't go wrong with Georgia, even though we did with Isaiah Wilson, right? But, hey, it doesn't happen multiple times in a row, right? We'll go Dylan Fairchild just because he's a top available. And, you know, he's at position 138 was his projected draft position, and we're all the way in the 180s. And then another one right here. Let's see. No, Zy Alexander's still available. Might as well get another DB, maybe help us out, just in case. They were both there. It doesn't hurt, really. It doesn't hurt. You can just get 2 DBs to help us out. Yeah, I'll roll with that. 2 DBs. Because they both did pretty good. You know, they were both good stat-wise. Alexander has a lot more gameplay behind him. He played 5 seasons, where Kobe Bryant only had 3. Uh, Man, this thing takes a while. But so far, I'm liking the way we're looking. I think if we went something similar to this, hey, I would be happy. I know I would be. I think that fills all the positions of needs for us. And I don't think we're sitting with a seventh round pick. I'm pretty sure we traded away our seventh round pick. So I think it's just going to go ahead and simulate through. And then I'm assuming it's going to give us a draft grade so we can see how we did, how the ESPN Analytics thinks we've drafted and filled our positions for us. But yeah, I am definitely excited for Cam Ward. We need that excitement here in Tennessee. We got the new stadium coming. Was open in 2027. Oh, here we go. So pick number one, just a quick review. We're talking chance available at pick 100% because we're gonna have the number one pick, obviously. Chance available at next pick, net less than 5. So we did good with getting him because he wasn't gonna come back around to us, right? So we had to get him. Trey Harris over here, 95% chance he'd be available. Look, he wasn't gonna be back by the time we got to the 4th round, so it's good. So that was definitely not a reach or anything. Gunnar Helm, 61% available. Chance to get him at the next pick, 47. So he still may have been there by the time we got, you know, to our second, 4th round pick. We may have reached a little bit on Xavier Restrepo because he's 83%. He was going to be available, but we were going from 120 to 149, or saying he had 70% chance still be available. Then look, we ended up getting this guy. This was like a crazy steal, even though it says 73%, but rank 106. We ended up getting him at 141. So I think it was a pretty good pick, even though they say he might still be available, like 20-something picks later. Kobe Bryant, I think we did pretty good with him. I mean, we still got a lot of players that were ranked higher than where we got them. I mean, we didn't really reach on anybody. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. But that does it for today's episode. Let me know how you feel about these picks and what you would do differently and everything down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the What's Nation. And as always, tighten up, baby.